Papoose is the wealthiest man that I've been with. And that's like no faking. I haven't paid for a flight, a hotel, a fucking purse, nothing, and I don't know how long. Food, he take care of everything.
From the start, this whole situation looks like a plan carefully put together by Papoose and Remy Ma. The main aim was always to pull Claressa Shields back into their circle. And so far, that move worked. That likely explains why their marriage never ended. Claressa has openly supported Papoose for years, often saying he was the first man who treated her with real respect. What she did not realize was that his constant presence may have been tied to money. Remy Ma even hinted that Claressa was his latest opportunity, knowing most people would dismiss her words.
You're a user, and you over there playing with that girl. You over there playing with her. If I thought she would believe it and would listen or even care, because anytime somebody gonna say like, yeah, they told me what the situation was and I accepted it.
Now Remy Ma's comments seem almost like a warning. New details suggest Papoose took money from Claressa to pay debts and may keep draining her support until nothing remains.
Oh, I'm never gonna stop talking about my man. I just brought him his food in the back because he was upstairs. Ain't that y'all joke? Oh, he's upstairs. Just brought him his food. And y'all talking shit, but guess what? Ain't nobody gonna ever make me stop talking about my man. That's what y'all think y'all gonna do. You're not gonna do it. Whenever I feel like saying Papoose's name, I'm gonna say his name. Clark it.
Ever since Remy Ma and Papoose went from being seen as a strong love story to a public mess, Claressa Shields became known as the woman Papoose spends most of his time with. From that moment, her name has stayed tied to non-stop controversy. Most times she appears in the headlines. It is because she speaks about Papoose or reacts online to rumors about their connection. With all this noise around her personal life, many people forget who she truly is outside of the drama. Claressa is not just someone caught up in gossip. She is one of the greatest female boxers ever. She is a world champion and a two-time Olympic gold medal winner. No other fighter, man or woman, has reached undisputed champion status in 4 weight classes while holding belts across 5 divisions. That achievement alone places her in history. She even had a movie made about her life called The Fire Inside, where her story was brought to the big screen. Sadly, those accomplishments often get overlooked because attention keeps shifting back to her relationship troubles. Even if Claressa does not fully see her own power, Papoose clearly does. He stepped in at the right moment and benefited from her success. Because of her, Papoose started performing at large arenas and busy venues he never reached on his own. Even during his marriage to Remy Ma, his lyric skills have always earned respect. But without Claressa, his public presence stayed limited for years. Now he travels with her as both a manager and boxing promoter. Together, they present themselves as partners building business opportunities. Claressa has credited him for helping secure an $8 million multi-fight deal involving Salida Promotions and Win Records. While she believes they are growing together, many question who truly benefits the most from this arrangement.
Impossible without Papoose.
His transition to the executive suite as a creative director of the record company helped broker the deal that secures Shields' spot as one of the highest paid female boxers in the business.
As a fan, watching Claressa from the outside, I never seen someone who was more deserving.
She signed the agreement in November and even held a full press event to celebrate it, calling the deal something never done before. On the surface, it sounded exciting and groundbreaking. However, the details paint a very different picture. Win Records is not a regular boxing promoter. It mainly works as a music management company, with Papoose serving as its lead artist and running its hip-hop side. Claressa Shields is the first athlete they have ever brought on, which alone raises questions. A company like this controls much more than people realize. They oversee public appearances, image, brand deals, and sponsorships. If Claressa ever decided to step into music, they would also manage that path. In return, management groups usually take between 10 and 20% of all earnings right off the top. That is before any other deductions are made. Then there is Salida Promotions, a real boxing promotion company. Their role is to arrange Claressa's fights, manage events, handle travel, and sell broadcasting rights to major platforms like ESPN or Netflix. They focus strictly on her boxing career, but they also collect their own share of the profits. They are responsible for building hype, selling the fights, and making sure the events succeed. When you add it all together, several different groups are pulling money from the same pot. Each one takes its portion before Claressa sees her share. By the time everyone gets paid, she is left with far less than expected. Meanwhile, she is the one stepping into the ring, taking physical punishment, and risking her health to generate that income.
Impossible, y'all. I'm gonna say it. It wouldn't have been possible without Papoose. Papoose and Papoose and Win Records have been working together for about 3-4 years now. And since I've met Ruben, he has been just so nice and so open. And the last fight, when we had so much success at LCA, where we sold out 16,000 fans, that was because myself, Papoose, Win Records, and Salida Promotions all work together collectively to make that work. So I'm so grateful to them, and so grateful that I have a team who understands that, who understands my value, and who want to see me win. And we're going to continue to work together and make this big. So congrats.
Claressa appears to have signed the kind of deal many musicians once warned others about. In those agreements, the talent does most of the work but ends up confused about why the payout feels so small. That raises a big question. Why would the strongest female boxer of this era agree to terms usually linked to artists who lack leverage? Many people believe Papoose played a major role in pushing this contract forward. During the press event, Claressa openly said the agreement would not have happened without his support, which speaks volumes. Right now, Claressa is the only major name connected to Win Records. That means the label's success depends heavily on her efforts. On top of that, Papoose earns a commission for bringing her into the company, along with a share of nearly everything she does professionally. Whenever Claressa books a fight, appearance, or business move, he reportedly benefits as well. According to rumors, her income is also helping cover his personal expenses and long-standing tax problems. Reports claim Papoose has not paid taxes for over a decade and owes the government more than $300,000. Remy Ma is said to owe over $600,000 herself. Combined, their debt crosses the $1 million mark. Remy Ma has publicly mocked Claressa, calling her Papoose's financial boost and acting untouched by the situation. What makes things even more questionable is that Papoose and Remy Ma remain legally married. Divorce papers were filed but never finalized, and sources say Remy later pulled back from ending it. Their public arguments may simply be a show meant to distract from what is really happening behind the scenes.
And we saw that he currently owes and has not paid taxes for the past, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, not 11, not 12, but 13 years. This man, what does that say, Jasmine? 3, what say?
I want to say it says
that's the 180,000 top name of who? Taxpayer? William Mack, but he ain't paying no taxes, so he shouldn't be called a taxpayer. He should be called tax ower. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. And so these are just Papoose's. Now, the reason I think that this is a tender swindler, the reason I think that there's some tricking going on here is because when Papoose and Remy were together doing an endorsement in a fur coat show store the other day, she seemed very happy to be there. When I found her tax record, what is it? Yeah, let me see. How much is those tax liens? Remy currently has $622,474.76. Guess who's gonna pay it? Guess who's gonna pay it? The one, according to her own cousin, okay, that got a disability check when she was a kid for being just a tad bit off.
People are starting to put the pieces together, and believe Remy Ma and Papoose may still be working as a team. No matter how things turn out, both seem to benefit. Even if Papoose walks away from Claressa, he would still earn money from her deals. If she explores music, he takes a share there as well. This setup allows him to profit from multiple paths, using that income to clear his own debts and possibly help cover Remy's too, since their marriage still makes him financially responsible.
I feel like Claressa has been taken advantage of her whole life, okay? And I want to say this, because she's been boxing since forever. I don't know her childhood, but I do know that her best friend who grew up with her came out and made some rather disturbing videos about Claressa being taken advantage of, you know, when she was younger as a young boxer, by her coaches and getting pregnant and things like this. And so when I see people like Papoose enter the cash app requesting money from people like Claressa, after Remy has already warned us that, you know, he preyed on her when she was in jail. He wasn't making no money. It was Remy's money. And she said she put everything in his name only to come out and then have to work, and then he's getting the benefit of the solid black man, of the black man that's holding everything down. And so when I look at this same thing possibly being done to Claressa, and she's slow by default, and I'm talking about slow as in, you know, she probably got some early stage, you know, some issues going on, being knocked around, you know, it does have an effect on your brain and on your cognitive thinking and stuff, and you're not able to see straight. And if she was already taken advantage of by her coaches, surely it's easier for a bum like this to come in and take advantage of her too. I personally think they're still sleeping together. That's just my thing. I'm just gonna hold that right there.
Online reactions show many people hoping Claressa finally sees what is happening. Both Remy Ma and Papoose seem to gain from keeping her close, and that worries a lot of fans. If she fails to notice it now, some believe she may realize it only after everything is gone. After looking into the situation, many feel she is being taken advantage of at a fast pace. Papoose appears to be using her trust, which makes the situation uncomfortable to watch. Claressa often comes across as insecure and deeply attached to someone who may not return that same care. Still, there is real sympathy for her. She has faced many struggles and deserves peace, growth, and real love. Hopefully, this situation does not leave her hurt again. What do you think about everything going on? Share your thoughts, like the video, and subscribe for more updates.